Happy Monday! Welcome guys to today's live stream. For those of you who are new, my name is TJ and I stream flight sim adventures every Wednesday and Friday at 1 PM UTC. This week's first stream is a bit earlier because I'm away on Wednesday, but Fridays will go ahead as planned. Today we are flying the absolutely amazing freeware Falcon 7X business jet. It looks a bit rough around the edges, but the systems are way beyond most free planes you've seen. So enjoy the flight guys, and let's start her up. So this is our flight deck. That is the outside of the plane if you haven't seen it before. This is our overhead panel. So we need to get battery 1, battery 2, and that will pop in a minute. Do left hand and right hand, there we are. And that pops on our displays, our avionics. We will go bus tie, and we'll turn our nav light over to logo. APU master, APU start. There we go. And once our APU has started guys, we can go left hand isolation, right hand tied, left hand master, right hand master go on. We can arm our emergency lights, go fasten seatbelts, no smoking, and our cabin lights can go on. Okay, need to pop down here to the flight computer. We've got to load the route in using the sort of default X-plane thing, which is the only part about this plane which sucks. If I just had a button there that allowed us to do this, it would be even better. So this is our flight plan, guys. We've loaded in our Edinburgh to London flight plan. Cruise speed, go max speed of that will be fine. Fuel reserve, we're going to go for a VFR fuel reserve. Trip distance is 300 miles, so we're going to put in double what we need. We're going to go 600 miles, lovely. Press compute and that will load in our fuel. Let's go up to our MCP. We're going to put in our cruising altitude of 22,000 feet today. There we go, 220, lovely. And our anti-collision lights can go to red, cool. Okay, so we'll pop down to, let me just remember the button, there we go. Pop down to our PFD here guys. Let's see if we have any ATC online. Who do we have? We do have Edinburgh ground online guys, sweet. So we'll get him tuned in. We're going to go 1, 2, 1. What's nav? PHF. Going to go 1, 2, 1. 654.321.750. 750. Sweet. 40, 45, 50. Cool. And we'll get these switched over. So 121, 750. We should be on Edinburgh grounds. Lovely. Just going to grab the ILS for London City, which is 111.15. So let's get get that down to 15. There we go. 111.15. Lovely, so that's our ILS tuned for London City, guys. That's our ATC tuned in. Cool. So let's get our clearance, guys. Good afternoon, Edinburgh. What is my call sign? ExecJet 1103. Radio check, please.
ExecJet. Yeah, ExecJet 1103
Okay, he's a bit quiet, but there we go. Hey Layla, you're right. There's no Attis, is there? So that's fine. Edinburgh ground, ExecJet 1103 is a Falcon 7X on stand 14. Clearance to London City as filed, please.
ExecJet 1103 was cleared to London City as filed with a Tower 6 Charlie departure, squawk 0437.
Clear to London City via Taller 6 Charlie departure, squawk 0437, ExecJet 1103.
ExecJet 1103, is that correct?
Sweet, job done guys. Okay, so let's pop into our squawk panel here, and we need to squawk, what is it, 0437 somehow. Oh, I think I'll just do it down here. There we go, 0437, do it on my Pilot Edge helper. Lovely, so that's our squawk code in guys, happy days, so we can now. Hello, aviation is my life, how are you doing sir? Okay, Edinburgh ground, ExecJet 1103, ready to push and start.
ExecJet 1103, pushing from approved, face north.
Face north, ExecJet 1103. Okay, so I am very good. Thank you very much, Mr. Aviation is my life. So we need to face north, so we need to push back to the left here. Lovely, so let's go, better pushback, start pushback.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
Get rid of that one, and we'll need to face this way I believe. There we go, that should do us. Cool.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Alright, here comes the tow. We just need to wait for him to drive up, then we can start our engines, guys. And we can get on our way. So if we look at these little systems here, I mean, remember that this is a free plane. So the quality of it, the custom PFD and sort of everything like that is really, really impressive for what it is. What do we have here? Just for reference, guys, there we go. Just for reference, if you need to squawk using PFD, you do it on the ATC TCAS panel there. Lovely. And you select your mode to TARE, just there as well. Cool.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Hello, Mr. Snivelling Tree. How are you today, sir? That's one heck of a name. Okay. So we'll wait for this guy to connect. The only thing with this plane is that it really needs...
strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
It really needs some reflections and some custom textures on there. But we'll see what Mr. MattDesigns comes up with. I think he's working on it. So there we go. Plane is being winched onto the tow, guys.
Starting pushback, and you may start
Alright,
engines.
we may start engines. So let's go down to the pedestal, guys. We'll go fuel 1, 2, 3, start. There we are. On our PFD here, guys, we can see the ignition and we can see our engines firing up. Lovely. So once these have started, guys, just make sure we're all good, and then we can go back up to the top panel and finish off there. Alright, up to the top panel we go, guys. Bus tie, untie, APU can stop, and APU master can go off. Anti-collisions just on. Anti-ice 1, 2, 3. This normally is where we put our TARE on our PFD, which we've done.
Set parking brake.
There we go, let's pop down here, guys.
Disconnecting tow, stand by.
Let's go to our takeoff data page. These are our V-speeds, we'll get those sent to the PFD. Lovely. Okay, let's set our flaps. Let's go back up to our MCP here. And we'll go flight directors on. Set our barometer here, which is 1005, I believe, at Edinburgh. Cool. There we go. If I can just remember where this is. There we go, 1005. It's just in our bottom left corner on our
Tow is
PFD.
disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll
Sweet.
see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, let's go to our pedestal, guys. We need to press the menu button, and that will allow us to pull up our avionics on our FMC here. Sweet. I'm just going to load in the map here, guys, for the airport, so we don't look a fool when he tells us where to go. Okay, we're expecting a departure off 24, so I reckon Lima Alpha and then hold it Delta. Let's see. Nightbot has gone to sleep, I guess, for some reason. Let me just make sure he's awake there, guys, for you. There we are. Edinburgh ground, Falcon ExecJet 1103, ready to taxi. I'll get my call sign right one day, guys.
ExecJet 1103, taxi to holding point Delta 1 via Lima and Alpha.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool. Delta 1 via Lima Alpha, ExecJet 1103. Cool, that's what we expected, guys. This is all good. So that will be on our horrible custom scenery. That's a left turn, and then that's just through. It's just through there, isn't it? Cool. Okay, here we go then, guys. Let us taxi up. Really need some better scenery for Edinburgh here, guys. But there we are. So we're coming out here. We're going to take a left. Lovely. So Nightbot should be awake now, guys. If you want to try any other sort of chat commands and that kind of thing. Okay, this looks like Lima. There we go, it's a Lima hold. And our right turn up here will be on 2 Alpha, guys. Sweet. Okay, so a little bit busier.
Approaching 1, 2.
A little bit busier today, guys, because we've got some ATC online. But let's just taxi up to the runway. The flight time today, our total flight time should be about 1 hour 25. Oh, we've got Tower online as well here, guys. Oops, okay, need to be ready for that then. Sweet. Okay, so we'll get ourselves over to hold Delta 1 here, guys. And there we go. Happy days. I love this view here. It's really handy for sort of looking out the front. So London City today should be an interesting approach. I think I managed to get like 100 feet per minute there the other day, but now I've said that, of course, the landing is going to be awful. But we'll do our best. I mean, my landings have improved a lot recently, so we'll do our best, guys. We'll do our best.
1103, contact Edinburgh Tower on 118.7. There.
118.7, ExecJet 1103, thank you. Okay, we'll get to the hold, guys. We'll tune tower and we'll get our takeoff clearance. But we'll just hold here for a little while longer. There we go, that will do. Lovely, okay, we can get rid of the map. Let us pop down to our PFD here. So, on our VHF we'll want frequency 118.700, cool, 8.7. There we go, we'll get this tuned in and then we'll put 122.8, get Unicom on. There we are, get Unicom on our reserve frequency. Okay. Edinburgh Tower, good afternoon, ExecJet 1103, holding Delta 1.
ExecJet 1103, good afternoon, Delta 1, runway 24, takeoff, citizen,
Clear for takeoff, exec jet 1103. Cool, didn't even have to line up and wait, guys. So let's get on the runway, we'll do our final bits and pieces, and then we'll get her in the air. So we'll make our left turn here.
Approaching.
Should
2, 4.
get us in the right place for takeoff. Okay.
On runway 24.
There we go. Let's just stop here for a second, guys. There we go. Get our heading set. Let's get our nav lights on, guys. And here we go. So our V rotate today is 101 knots, guys. Just make sure we keep her in a straight line now. And rotate. Positive rate to meet. Happy days. Gear and flaps off, guys. We'll fly her up to 200 knots. Here we are. And then we'll go, guys. Go autopilot, LNAV, get her in climb mode. Autopilot, LNAV and climb. Sweet. And here we go, guys, departing Edinburgh. Sweet. Tower should hand us off to Unicom at some point. Hopefully.
Exec jet 113.
122.8, exec jet 1103. Thank you, sir. Okay, let's get these frequencies over, guys. Lovely, and we are back on Unicom and out of the ATC area, guys. There we go. That was a nice departure to have some ATC going on there. Very much enjoyed that. So let's take in the scenery as we leave right here. There we are. So have we hit 5,000 feet? We have definitely, so we need to get our barometer back over to standard pressure here, guys. Just close this list of ATC here. Manchester, Edinburgh. It's fine. Sport box. IBAT. Cool. Okay, guys, now we're above 10,000. We're going to get our speeds over to. There we go, 300 knots. So we'll level off, it will speed up to 1100 knots here, speed up to 300 knots here. And then we'll continue climbing again, guys. Sweet. What I love about flying from Scotland, there's some really, really nice scenery as well. Alright, there we go, departure's done. Now all we have to do is not stuff our landing, and today, as Ice Cube once said, will have been a good day. Alright. Let's take in these wing views now, guys, as we climb up to 22,000 feet. My hair looks pretty disastrous today. Kind of got ready in a rush for this. There we go. So the last time we went to London City, guys, we were flying with Tolis 319. We went for an auto land there, and it put us down at 900 feet per minute. So hopefully we'll do a little bit better today. And remember, you can always go around if it looks like it's going wrong. Hey, Cobalt, Matt, how you doing, man? Welcome, sir. We had ATC out of Edinburgh, which is really cool. Had ground and tower. Am I not allowed to also land at City? Well, there we go. Well, I did, and it didn't work out too well. So, there we go. Certainly not doing it this time, because the plane doesn't have one, and also I've learned how to fly a plane since then, so it'll be fine, man. It'll be fine. Did I move the camera? No, I did not. I've sort of sorted it out so that it doesn't like ride up anymore. Oi, 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 22, what are you doing, mate? What is going on here? Okay. That will teach me for for not paying attention. There we go. As soon as we hit 22,000 feet in this plane, guys, as soon as you hit your cruising altitude, there we are. What you need to do is you need to go into altitude hold mode. There we go. Lovely. 22. So we need to go auto throttle to 300 here, guys. And there we go. It is in out mode, so should hopefully hold. All being well. Sweet. Yeah, 300 knots. Cool. Lovely. So in this plane, yes, you need to be definitely need to be monitoring your climb. Needs to be ready to hit the auto throttle speed button and get it in altitude hold mode as soon as you hit your altitude. Otherwise, it will not know what to do and it will continue to climb past it. But it's all good. We're exactly where we want to be. At 22,000 feet and 300 knots. Sweet. Lovely. All is looking good. We'll tell the passengers it was turbulence. Okay, so I need to set now. We're in altitude hold mode. Need to set my altitude to our final altitude for London City. We're going to take 2,500 for that. Sweet. Okay, we're all good until our top of descent now, guys. Our top of descent will be at Pedig. Let's zoom this out a little bit so we can see where we are. I love that view where you can actually see where you are in the country, which is very cool. All right. And all is looking good, guys. All is looking good. So let's take in some outside views. Which looks best? I would say. Oh yeah, we'll go for that one. That's some nice sort of lowland Scotland scenery there, guys. Sweet. And there we are. Takeoff done, climb done. All was good pretty much. So yeah, as soon as you hit your top of climb, guys, just make sure, check that it goes into altitude mode, and just make sure you hit the AT button to go out of climb mode, get it to VAT mode, speed hold mode. As soon as you hit your cruising altitude. So we head south towards London City Airport, guys. Matt, have you heard back from the developer about that about the PBR that you sent to this plane? Oh, there we go. The guy at Edinburgh was doing a validation. Cool. Oh, he still hasn't got back to you about the PBR, man. That is a damn shame. It would look so much better with it. So much better. Oh, that's quite nice though. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but yeah, it's a little bit plain. Needs some shine for sure. It's like a matte white paint job. There we go, guys, the cat's arrived. Captain Tarkas, hey? You come to fly some planes? Hang on a minute, let's get the cat to fly some planes, guys. Come on, you. He's leaving. There we go. There we go. Cat doesn't enjoy flying planes as much as I do. It's all good. It's all good fun, guys. It's all good fun. I would have kept the headset on, like if he was nearby, but I had to chase him. Yeah, he's not the biggest fan of flying planes. But it's all good. There we go. Streaming's got to be fun, guys. It's got to be fun. Otherwise, why do it, right? Okay. What are we flying over? The Lake District. Roughly flying over the Lake District at the moment, guys. Be some nice scenery down there. So many screenshots today. Seems to have dropped a few frames here, guys, but it should pick up again. There we go. All looks well now. It's all good. Cool. Guess we were just loading in scenery. And there we are. So yes, Lake District scenery. Very, very lovely. Very lovely indeed. So we'll just take this in for a while. I've noticed that I always get dropped frames when my wife is home watching Netflix. Just saying. But there we go. Downloading stuff on the Skybox. So guys, if you don't have this plane already for your X-Plane, go and grab it. It's for Falcon 7X for X-Plane 11, and it is one of the best freeware planes you will find. It's not as good as the Zebo, but it's pretty close, and this one is it's well tested. And it's sort of a finished product, which is nice. Hello, Aidan, sir. Welcome. You join us just over the Lake District. We're flying our Falcon 7X from Edinburgh to London City. Interesting, somebody diverting from London City to Gatwick. Interesting. Hopefully it's the weather's not too bad out that way. We'll see. We will see. Hey, no worries, Hayden. If you've been inactive, I think flight school is a fair excuse to miss it, man. What have you been learning? What have you been learning to fly? Is it very windy in London? Cool, man. Let me just look up the weather for London City. Currently from the southwest at 15 knots, gusting to 28 knots. Jesus, man. 210, that will be, that's pretty much a direct crosswind, isn't it? If you're going for 27. Yeah, fair enough. We'll do our best. So you've been learning the Cessna 172, and your first flight was in the 152. Very cool, man. Very cool. Is it a 172 with a fancy sort of Garmin instruments, or is it just a traditional one, man? By the way, Matt, I've got your, this is with your, is it X-Vision turned on today, so I think it looks quite nice. How many hours have you done, Aidan, and how many do you have left to do, man? Fancy instruments, cool, very cool. I've also noticed that my frame rate has been better with this X-Vision thing. I generally get like 50-60 anyway, but yeah, it's been really good with this. You check your logbook, sure, man. You have 10 hours and 56 minutes. Sweet. So if you need a certain amount of hours, does that mean at some point you have to like go and do that extra 4 minutes to make it up? Almost 11 hours. Very cool, man. Have you done solo flights yet? Hey Perazzo, welcome sir. Yeah, you missed our departure with ATC from Edinburgh. We're currently just cruising over the Lake District on our way to London City Airport, where apparently it's gusting 30 knots, so it could be quite hairy when we come in. Okay, there's our top of descent there, guys. Pedic right now. Still training with 172. You need more practice. Well, it's never a bad thing, man. I guess if you're flying a plane, it's not a bad thing to have more practice. For example, in this, I haven't flown this for a week, and when we hit our top of climb, I wasn't paying attention, and it's kept climbing because you need to manually put it into speed hold mode. So yeah, practice, man, practice. The plane is free, Perazzo. It is indeed, and it's really, really cool. Epic, hey, how are you doing? Welcome, sir. Good to see you here. So just a very quick tour of this this panel, I guess, guys. So these are all custom instruments. You've obviously got your MCP up here with LNAV and a managed climb mode. This is our custom PFD. Down here you've got everything you could want. You've got your ATC, your TCAS tabs, some nice little decoration, satellite phone ones as well. This is, I believe, a map from the G1000s, but it's not too different a map to the, is it Honeywell? So the Honeywell systems in this plane. Just down here we've got our flight computer. Now you can see in the corner of it, you need to use the X-Plane FMC to load in a route. It would be really nice if pressing a button on this could load up just the sort of route load menu, so you could load in a company route just using the UI of this plane. And yeah, you've got your different tabs here for setting your, which you'll see later, for setting takeoff speeds, descent speeds, weights and that kind of thing. And an auto throttle, which makes everything much better. Certainly makes cruise and approach much easier. Beware for bad news. The Dassault 7X has a steep approach limit of 20 knots. The weather is too bad for a safe landing. Show outside. Let's see outside, man. So the only thing with the outside of this plane is that it doesn't have PBR, so there's no reflections. And I believe Mr. Matt's a bit busy at the moment, so I don't have a TJ Fly livery, but hint. Yeah, you should definitely download it. It's probably the best freeware this side of the Zebo. If you need like a tutorial on it, I guess this video should do the job for you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they did make it very good. I believe this guy's been sort of improving this plane ever since the early days of X-Plane 9 or 10. You've obviously got your the back of your flight deck here, and just very quickly, guys, we do have self-stairs. We do have a cabin here. It's not the greatest, but you've got a cabin with a galley right there. There we go. So you've been doing stall training, Aiden. Awesome, man. Yeah, that sounds pretty hardcore, man. It's fun. I guess it's more fun if you've got somebody sitting next to you who can help you if you make a mess of it. There you go, guys. That's a nice shot, actually. Take a picture of that. There we go. That's our cabin. Yeah, that does sound like a lot of fun, but I wouldn't be brave enough to do it in a real plane, man. Jeez. Fair play, sir. Okay, where are we? 42 miles and 5 minutes from our top of descent at Pedig, guys. You're a bit scared on your first ever stall training. I bet you were, man. I bet you were. Must be fairly terrifying to start just falling out the sky, right? Okay, where are we? About 140 odd miles from London. What we'll do with, I think what we'll do, we'll fly the approach, and you know, if it looks dodgy as hell, we'll go somewhere else. Yeah, it is the best non-737 freeware. In some ways, I'd say in terms of a sort of a development process. The development process is better because the guy waits until he doesn't ship anything unless it's kind of tested. I know the Zebo's a beta, but you know, if you're releasing something to the public, the features that are there need to have been tested. I always say. All of a sudden, in a stall, you're weightless. Cool. Yeah, that's mad. That is mad. So yeah, sounds terrifying, man. Take a GoPro with you next time, and put a clip up on YouTube for us, man. Yes, thank you, Nightbot. Guys, if you like what you see, likes are super appreciated, as are subscriptions if you're new and you want to see more of this stuff as we grow this small channel here. What was that really to, Mr. Epic? The Ultimate will be popular in 10 years when the aircraft are done. Yeah, the Ultimate's alright, yeah. I mean, you know, he's with... oh, wind shear, jeez. With the Zevo, just when you have a stable version, when you have a version you're happy with, just keep it. Because some of the ones for the ships, I know it's a beta product and all of that, but some of the ones for the ships are broken. Because there doesn't seem to be any testing, so... you know, if there is a new version out, wait and see what other people say about it before getting it yourself. You have a video, your parents were in the back taking it, but it's on their phone. Oh, fair enough. Well, if you ever get a copy of it, man, I'd love to see it. So we've got wind shear, crosswind at 45 knots at the moment, but this thing is quite sensitive to wind shear. You get wind shear warnings all the time. So we head for Peddy. You can see the start of our star here towards London City. It's going to be an early descent, guys, but it also means we get to see some nice VFR scenery on our base leg as well. There we go. So the calm before our top of descent, guys. You got ortho working without lagging out your PC? Sweet. I find frame rates are better with ortho anyway now. I find they're much better with ortho because you're not loading in. You're only kind of loading in one big tile instead of repeating a small one lots of times. I guess it's slightly easier for the PC to work. I don't know. It's very cloudy up here, guys. Very, very cloudy indeed. There we go. Just staying in the flight deck just until our top of descent is done, guys. Here. It's pretty cloudy anyway. We'll get below those clouds and get the scenery again. Yeah, I'm really a fan of the way this X-Vision thing looks. If you don't have X-Vision, go pick it up. It's kind of like a reshade thing, except it doesn't eat the frame rate. Okay, here we go, guys. So we're at our top of descent, so we need to go also speeds. Let's set our descent to 250 here, guys. Going to go altitude off, climb mode on. Going to go to our approach page, which is somewhere. There we go. Our approach page, which is here. I'm going to tick manual here, and we'll get that sent. So this will give us our VREF and our VAP speed. So our flaps plus 20 speed, guys, is going to be VREF plus 20. So we want to approach at 105, 125 is going to be our approach speed today, guys. Lovely. As we begin our descent. You don't know how to install Xvision, so where the hell is that? With Xvision you need to run the installer. You then need to run the program, and then once you've run the program, it will back up your sort of X-plane shaders. And then if you've got a preset on the left hand side of Xvision, there is a load preset button. If you press that, load in the preset you want. So I'm using this in MattDesigns preset. And then you will go, there's like a send button below it. Press send, that will overwrite your X-plane shaders with the Xvision shaders. The user interface is pretty horrible, but that's how you do it, man. Okay, as we descend through the clouds here, around 250 knots, guys. Gonna have to show you on Discord, man. Yeah, I'll see if I can capture a quick screenshot of it or something, man. No, there's no videos. Yeah, I'll try and write or screenshot an explanation for you, man. Maybe if you watch the video back and write down what I said, maybe that will help to start with. See what you can do, man. See what you can do. Okay, into the clouds we go, guys. 15,000 feet, about 250 odd knots here. Cool. You're mad about X-Life, it's airport traffic and your home airport doesn't have it. It's only the popular airports. Ah, man, that is a shame. That is a shame. Fly on VATSIM, man. Fly on VATSIM. What do we reckon is the best view here, guys? Wing view? We'll go with wing view for a bit. Not looking forward to the wind shear at London, but we'll see we'll see how it goes, guys. I'm hoping we can make it down today. If not, we'll go over to Stansted or something. Okay, here's the left turn onto the start. Can only handle 3-hour flights in real life. Yeah, I haven't done 3-hour flights in flight sim for a while. I used to, before I started streaming, I think I said I used to sit here, do long flights and read. But because I've been so busy streaming and sort of started making stuff for X-Plane, yeah, I haven't had as much opportunity to do longer flights, man. But I've got a lot. Lovely, you think we dropped some more frames there? Fair enough. Must be something to do with, must be Netflix's fault. But it seems to be back, we seem to be good, so happy days. Oh, yeah, need a haircut. Just, definitely need a haircut, guys. Okay, cool, that's fine. Some really thick clouds, and I think there's been a lot of storms and that kind of thing in this area recently, guys. The weather's, after the heat wave we've had, the weather has certainly changed, and we've had a lot of rain in a very short period of time, and it's being followed by high winds. Just waiting to get back into that scenery, guys. Kind of cool. So we're making a left turn over, I will tell you in a minute, we're making a left turn over the southeast, roughly the Midlands. Making a left turn over the Midlands here. We'll take in the view out of this window as we descend below the clouds.
Altimeter setting.
Yep, 5,000 feet. Altimeter setting goes over to 10, 11. That's our local pressure. Cool. There we are, guys, below the clouds. Let's appreciate the scenery now. As we get down to, we made a nice early descent down to 2,500, so we can see some scenery as we make our final loop towards 27 at London City. It's been raining here 3 weeks because of a storm from Canada that's regenerating. You have the same clouds as me, and why do they get pushed out the way? What's the point of that? Why not go through them? It's all to do with how X-Plane handles the sort of billboards that make up the clouds. I think with the Better Clouds plugin that I have, and with this X-Vision thing, they look a lot better. I'm not a fan of X-Enviro, and as you can see here, you can actually go into the clouds, and it does white out as you go into them. So I think the clouds look pretty good. Default clouds look pretty good with a few tweaks for sure. So I'm just going to keep an eye out here to make sure all is well once we're on. Our descent. Okay, final altitude here, guys. Climb mode off. AT stays on. Altitude mode on. Cool. Here we are, guys. Let's enjoy this scenery and cruise towards London City. Perfect timing indeed. Huh? It's a nice view, guys. I wonder, will we see an IKEA store? As part of my IKEAs of the world, I wonder if we'll fly over one today. Yeah? I haven't seen one yet in a normal flight, unless I've been deliberately looking for it. So it'd be nice to see an IKEA. If you don't already have the IKEAs of the world add-on for X-Plane, guys, go and grab it. It's my add-on, and it's doing quite well. 3,000 views and 400 downloads or something. For Ortho, did you use Bing? You guys use USA too, because Bing makes your airports green. Yeah, this is Bing for the UK. If you go on the X-Plane forums, there is a list of the best sources for each country. I find that Bing is terrible for sort of Asia, but it's really good for the Western world. Yeah, definitely a fan of X-Vision. It's looking really nice today. got some nice colour grading going on. Cat's back, but he's what's that? You don't want to fly planes? Okay, you won't have to. USA 2 made it look more realistic, but you used it with the HD mesh because your overlays wouldn't work. With overlays, so what you need to do in Ortho for XP, you need to select a custom overlay directory. That needs to point at your X-Plane Global Scenery folder. When you generate your tiles, you'll find a folder in your Ortho XP directory. You'll find a folder called Y Ortho for XP Overlays. You need to copy that folder into your custom scenery, and you need to have that separate overlay folder in your custom scenery as well as the Ortho tile folder, and you'll get your overlays. For a lot of for some of the US and a lot of Europe, there is also a website called Zones Photos, and what Zones Photos gives you is pre-packaged ortho and overlays, so you don't even have to do anything yourself. You literally just download these packages and put them in custom scenery, and actually that's what my UK scenery is. It's all from Zones Photos, but most of my all of my worldwide scenery is Ortho for XP. No place to sniff. Yeah, just make sure you've selected the right directory. It's not, you know, within your global scenery folder there's another two. There's like the demo areas, and then there's like another global scenery folder. That's the one you want, and it will find the overlays in there. Give you a link for Zones Photos on Discord. Sure, I'll do it now, man. There you go. I've put a link to Zones Photos there on Discord for you, man. Hello, Venkatesh. How are you, sir? Welcome to the stream. I do hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. We've just descended, and we are on our way to London City. We descended early to 2,500 man because I wanted to kind of almost do some VFR stuff and just kind of take in some scenery, because the approach to London is really long and convoluted. So I thought we might as well get some decent scenery while we're flying this loop, man. Are you late? We are. How far are we from landing, guys? No, you're not that late. You can see on our map here where we are, and we're following this white line here to our airport. So we're just enjoying some scenery while we fly round here to London City Airport. So you're not late, no. So it's 18 degrees outside at the moment, guys. If you look here, we've got our... it's only for Florida in the USA. Yeah, it is. USA is quite limited for zones photos. My name is TJ, sir. So, yeah, you've got, on the PFD here, got your time, total airspeed, our ground speed, total air temperature, which is the air temperature taken into account the speed the air is hitting the nose and that kind of thing, of 27, but the actual air temperature, if you stood outside, is 18 degrees, 17 degrees, and that's the ISO deviation there. So there you go, guys. It's got our gross weight just down there. That's what a few more of those bits on the PFD mean. Some nicely blended photo scenery down there. If only X-Plane could do that when it was stitching the tiles together, huh? And we're back in the cloud. Aidan, that scenery, that zones photos has St. Martin on it though, if you need that. It's got that on there. Time where I am right now is 3:15. 3:15 in the afternoon. It's like flying in winter. It's crazy. It's better. Oh, maybe not. Alright, as we make our final right turn here, guys. Towards London City. Someone doing touch and go at Southend. Cool. We are flying over Southend, I believe. Flaps, not yet. Not yet, sir. Whoa, no visibility whatsoever, guys, out the front. Look at that, insane. This is where you'd want something with with Autoland, maybe. F1 fan, I haven't watched as much as I used to. I used to watch a lot of it, but that's because I used to watch a lot of it with my friends. I'd go over theirs and we just kind of hang out, eat pizza and watch Formula 1. Since then we've all kind of moved away and done other things, so not as much. I don't watch as much as I used to, for sure. but it's enjoyable. I believe Hamilton is currently leading the championship, I think. Air Force One next week is landing at your airport. Sweet, man. It landed at mine not so long ago. Where's it going? Philadelphia, I guess, right? This all looks so good, guys. So many screenshots here. The winds at the moment are only 8 knots, which isn't too bad. This plane is like, I really like this plane as like my personal plane, sort of the one I would just sort of fly for short hops in X-Plane. It's so simple to fly. It's kind of like driving somewhere on a Ford Fiesta. Lads know. Do you watch a lot of F1, Matt? I don't think I've ever asked. KVP, a small regional airport, and you live 2 nautical miles from a runway. Cool. You must see a lot of planes landing, right? Hamilton did not win the British GP. No, he didn't. Very disappointing. He usually does though, so you know, one bad year, we'll forgive him. I think one bad year, it's all good. Wonder what railway depot that is down there, huh? Where are we? Not Southend, just north of Southend. Norwich? Yarmouth? I would say that's about Yarmouth, isn't it? Okay, we've got one last right turn to make here, guys. "800 feet off the ground, you'll upload a video." Cool, man. Yeah, I'd love to see that. I used to live quite close to Stansted Airport, so used to see nothing but 737s overhead. You don't really watch sports? No worries, man. Well, neither did I. Apart from F1 with the guys, and I watch a lot of ice hockey now. Contact ATC. Gatwick, Heathrow. No ATC for me at the moment, sir. Wow, this is... Matt, you live down this way, don't you, man? What's the weather actually like at the moment, dude? Is it this bad? Is it horribly foggy and rainy and stuff, man? I spent the last couple of days just inside the M25 in North London. Weather was not great, so I can believe it if it really is this bad at the moment. Great Yarmouth Depot. I knew it was, man. I told you it was Great Yarmouth Depot. There we go. So that's the end of the, it's not even the end of the Great Eastern, which ends at Norwich. It's the end of the branch line out to Yarmouth, isn't it? Cool. You get A320s, CRJs and 737s landing. Nice. If you ever find yourself in London, go to the XL Centre and stand by the water, and you get planes coming into land at London City. It sort of feels like they are a few feet from your face. They're insanely low at that point. So if you ever find yourself there, just go and stand by the water and watch these massive planes just come straight past your face. It's mad. Alright, here we go, guys. This is our right turn towards London City. Cloudy, damp, rained overnight. The fog isn't there, but that's because we're still in the clouds. So that is encouraging because it means the fog will clear. Cool. When did you start a YouTube channel? I've had YouTube for years, but I've never really taken it seriously. For a long time, it was just like a dumping ground for stuff. It's only since I started streaming that I've kind of branded my channel, and you know, it's sort of a serious hobby for me, but it's really good fun. Obviously, got to provide you guys with a good show. Alrighty. Locals RAF not halt. Cool. Typhoons, the A146s and corporate jets. Nice, that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to keep it in nav mode for a little bit here, guys. Yeah, the local is Heathrow. Cool. Of course it is. Alright, I'm going to slow down when I get to Southend, I would say. Which we're going to fly over right now. Stick with this view. Where is the where do the clouds start and stop? Scatter clouds at 3,500, gusting to 22 knots. Cool, that's fine. Hello, welcome back, Epic. We are 24 miles, I'd say about 24 miles from London. Just flown out across the east coast of the UK, looping back round on the Jacko 1 mic arrival at London City. Keep hitting these clouds in the squad though, guys. Look at that. Hey, there we are. Sometimes we get lucky, we're below the clouds and we can see the scenery, and sometimes not so much. Okay, we're about to hit land again. Do I make FSX videos? No, when I was picking up Flight Sim again about 18 months ago, I got back into Flight Simulator, and initially I was flying FSX, and I sort of recorded a lot of videos of sort of my early landings. At the time, but I didn't put them up on YouTube. So no, I don't do FSX videos. Is that you, Matt, on VATSIM? SHT9B. Here we go, back over land now, guys. As the wetlands give way to endless fields. flying over the Thames estuary on our way. We'll pass Southend fairly soon. There we go, I believe that's Southend Airport. Just over here, guys. You're over in Edinburgh. Cool, man. Where are you flying, Matt? Where are you flying, sir? Landing a 747 into it. We started off at... Oh, you're offline, cool. We started off at Edinburgh in Scotland today. So we've flown from Scotland into London. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is going to get the CDI displayed there. Going to pop it into heading mode and going to switch our nav source over to our radio, which then means we can hit approach, ready to pick up the localizer at London City. Also going to start slowing down, guys. So we're going to want 125 knots. Localizer's alive, sweet. 125 knots, guys. Flaps 1, gear. Flaps 2. Flaps 4. So we're at VREF, we've got flaps and gear extended. Sweet. Okay, we are on the localizer for London City, that's fine. Decrease your speed, yes sir, I just did. There we are, lovely. How many flaps? Flaps full. So landing configuration now. What do we reckon, scenery wise? Let's go with that for a minute. Just make sure we've picked up the correct localizer here. Uh, 27 is ILS-R, yep, it's all good. Cool, job done. We'll hit the glide slope when it's time, quite a steep approach here. Cross our fingers and hope for the best. Wind is sitting at 17 knots. Pretty much a headwind at the moment. 16 miles from the airport, guys. Manual landing, yeah, we'll fly the ILS down to 1,000 feet and then manual landing, yeah. That is our plan. At least we can see the scenery now. I noticed this plane is really good at picking up localizers, which is handy because a lot of freeware planes are a little bit rubbish in that respect. It's quite a high approach speed for such a small plane. A lot of 737s only land 20 knots faster than this one, so it's quite fast as you come in. Yeah, graphics are awesome with the photo scenery and X-Vision, definitely. No. You stuck in the 747. How did it go, Matt? "580 feet per minute." Fair enough. Unlucky, dude. Unlucky. Imagine how realistic the graphics will look when this plane has reflection and stuff. Okay, let's start looking ahead, guys. See what we can see. Got the Thames off to our left here. Winds are not too bad, but we need to remember that that becomes a crosswind. Mayday. Need to remember that becomes a crosswind once we start our approach. Yeah, you can see the plane moving about in it now. Ooh, wind shear. Very quickly pop outside, guys. Look at how much this aircraft is moving around. Jesus. Does the flight work for FSX? If you go on to simbrief.com, You can plan exactly the same flight and load it into your flight computer on FSX for sure. Okay, here we go guys, so we're going to tell the traffic, fully established, 27? 27. Lovely guys, here we go. So just ahead of us there is London City Airport. We've got gusting to, got 16 gusting to 24. Jesus guys, it's going to be hairy. As soon as we hit this glide slope guys, pop the spoilers up. Get into steep approach mode. Glide slope, spoilers. Fly the ILS. Yeah, it feels like potholes and roads, man. It's pretty insane. I'll properly feel it once I take over in about 500 feet or so. Seems to be a fairly steady 15 gustings 20. Yeah, I know, man. It's maybe a go around, guys. I'm not sure. Let's see what we can do.
Approaching 27.
Jesus, guys.
Auto throttle. Approaching minimums.
Yeah, high.
Minimums.
Sync rate.
This isn't.
50, 40, 30.
Long landing, 3,000 feet
No.
remaining.
No. 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 Let's get rid of spoilers off, guys. It's not happening. That is not happening with that approach, guys. Jeez. Alright, gonna fly her up to, we'll keep her at this speed, but we'll fly her up to 2,500. Keep her in landing config. Yeah, you can always go around. Yeah, that was insane, man. Not happening. Not happening. Alright, there we go. I'm going to go into outhold autopilot here. Guys, get that heading select. Let's get it leveled off here, guys. Alright. Let's turn her around. Yeah, I don't know whether to divert to Stansted or go and have another go, man. And honestly, if we want a decent landing today, it makes sense to head up to Stansted. So we'll, Jesus, heading hold. You're insane. There we go. So we'll head out to Stansted Airport, guys, and we'll land there. We're about 24 miles from Stansted. Going to keep an approach config as we head out here. Get the ILS tuned in. Cheers. 110.50. Cool. So yeah, we'll fly out to Stansted and we'll bring her in on 2-2. So we'll want to vector to about there. There we go. There we are, guys. Slightly longer flight than expected, eh? There we are. Look how much it's moving around. Jeez. Yeah, I know the song, man. I know the song. It's very true. It's getting worse with the tailwinds, my god. We've got to fly past the airport, guys. Let's speed up to 250 again. Let's roll off these flaps now. No, don't go over speed. No, don't do it. Get your flaps up. Get your flaps up. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Your damper sort of it damps out the excess roll. Excess yaw. So when you go like that, it stops you going like that too much. So there we go. Back in normal config here, guys. 250 odd knots. So there you go, guys. That's another thing to be careful of when flying this plane. If you go in, if you're accelerating, it accelerates quite fast, so make sure you don't end up with your flaps over speed there. I think we just about got them up before they went over speed, but just to be sure, guys, Just going to pop into that menu and just make sure the flaps are okay. There we go. Cool. Okay, well, Stansted there, off to, should be off to our left in a minute. That is a town. Off to our left. And I think I know what town that is. So we'll have Stansted coming out here. There we go. You're getting your money's worth today, guys, with your, your longer flight than expected. I'm glad I put what I think is enough fuel in. Turn heading, so we're literally flying a base leg here, guys. You Can Always Go Around is a very catchy song. It is indeed. Red Bull? No sir, lemonade. Okay, there's our diversion airport off to our left. Hopefully that'll keep us away from the worst of the weather. We'll see. So we'll fly 12-15 miles out. We'll turn back round to final. You get dehydrated when you're in the air. Still, at least you guys get to see some lovely British countryside, eh? What more do you want? Yeah, winds have really calmed down. I think it's because it's pretty much a direct tailwind at 20 at the moment. Hello, Games v Life. Hello, welcome to the stream. We've just diverted from London, so we're about to land at Stansted over there. Somebody's near Milton Keynes, good for you. Go visit IKEA. It's a nice little airfield down here, guys. Come out. Maybe it's closed as it doesn't seem to have a runway down there. Cool. Okay. Start turning around now, guys. Heading to intercept for 2-2. hit approach mode as well. There we go, localizer 1. Good, 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 good. Oh, is it still open? What airfield is that, man? There we go, localizer, sweet. Okay guys, speed down, back to 125 we go. Gear. Saw a 152 taken off from it when you were going into Stansted a few months ago. Cool, man. Oh, sorry, gear slightly over there. We will wait till our gear. There we are. Get out. You've started to design more levels of the game. Awesome. Put them up on Instagram when they're done. It's really cool. 90, 180, full flaps, guys. Localizer is there. Glide slope's looking good. Just make sure we've got gear extended. We do. Yeah, we had to divert from London City, man. It was impossible. Wethersfield, cool, man. I'm only familiar with North Weald around that area. I love how easily this thing picks up localizers, definitely. Yeah, I would have loved to have landed at London, given that I got about 100 feet per minute there the other week, but the winds were insane. So we're going to go for Stansted, which is steady winds instead of gusts, and it seems to be headwind, so it should be much easier hopefully. Alright, one last look at the scenery, guys, before we land. That is Wethersfield Aerodrome to our left. There you go. This is Stansted just ahead of us, guys. One, 2, 3.80 towers online, guys. Cool. 1, 2, 3. Zero. Stansted Tower, good afternoon. ExactJet 1103, fully established, runway 22 Stansted.
ExactJet 1103, Stansted Tower, flight runway 22, clear to land, 721 degrees 16 knots.
Clear to land, ExactJet 1103. Okay, glide slope, guys. Got ATC on takeoff and landing today. We are lucky. Isn't that glide slope much gentler compared to London City, guys? Yeah, the 3D houses are nice as an overlay on the photo scenery. We did have GB Pro, which put every house in exactly the right place, but it kept crashing everything, so we had to get rid of it. Okay, here we go. A much more stable approach with a 19 knot steady headwind into Stansted Airport, guys. Here we go. Okay, 1600. We're ready to disengage for AP. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's land. Try and take in some replays of that go around as well, guys. Once we've landed here.
Approaching 2-2. Long landing, 6,000 feet.
There we go, that's alright. Get these brakes on, guys, these reversers. See if we can get stopped by that taxiway and vacate here. We can. Sweet. There we go. Not quite a butter, but not bad by any means. There we go, guys. Welcome to Stansted Tower. To Stansted Airport.
So get 11031 to Stansted, so get 11031 to Stansted for practice standard choice.
Stand of choice, ExactJet 1103. Stand of choice. Cool, guys. Wasn't expecting that. There we go. Alrighty, guys. So I was expecting to have to follow his directions to parking, but I know Stansted pretty well, so we'll find a spot. It's fine. Cool. Head left onto hotel, and we'll head towards the gates.
ExactJet 1103 for the second time, taxi standard choice.
Can you repeat stands, please, ExactJet 1103?
Just checked 1103 for the first time now, taxi standard choice.
Yeah, I did respond the first time. Apologies if you didn't hear me, but I did hear stand of choice and I did respond stand of choice initially. So apologies for that. Not sure what happens, but instruction received and understood. ExecJet 1103. Definitely responded to his first instruction, but there we go. That's why I asked him to repeat the stand when he said it again, because I thought I misunderstood it, but no, he just didn't hear me respond. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's all good. Alright, we're going to go up here, guys, to... Actually, we'll take the first available park and we'll just turn right here, guys, off hotel. Up Juliet and to the parking. More meowing. I thought that was just the controller. Is that the cat in the back? Yeah, it's the cat that bought a ticket and is on board our plane, guys. Anyway, welcome to Stansted, guys. It's all good. Good flight, good landing. Not exactly where we expected to be, but happy days. We made it down safely. Even got a bit of a Barney with ATC as well. Eh? It's all good fun. And there we go. Let's turn right onto this stand, guys. Alrighty, guys. These look like parking spaces to me. There we are. We'll take this one. Perfect. What you gonna do? I'm gonna take in some replays, man. I'm gonna take in some replays, and there we go. Lovely. Okay, just very quickly, guys. Welcome to Stansted. Very quickly, once you've arrived, start your APU again. There we go. APU is it running? Almost running. APU is running, guys. You can kill fuel to the engines. There we go. We have arrived. We have arrived. Right, let's disconnect from Squawk Box, guys, and let us take in these replays here. Okay, so this is, we'll go from here. Lovely. This is our Stansted landing, guys. It's quite a long floaty landing, but not a bad one by any means. Looks alright. You can see it from tower view. Alright, here we go. This is our tower view of our landing, guys, at Stansted Airport. So floaty, guys. There we go. Looks smooth enough. Maybe slightly heavy on the nose gear, but smooth enough all the same, guys. Let's see what it looks like from the passengers' views here. It's slightly off to the right as well because of that the winds, but hey, I'll take it. There you go, that was alright. Firm and smooth enough, guys, for me. About 140 odd feet per minute. Happy days. Alright, normally, guys, that would do us for the stream, but who wants to see that London City go around if we can dig it up, hey? Shall we have a look at that? So where was it? This is our diversion. Let me just bear with me while I flick back through here, guys. Here we are. Let's load in London City, and we'll should we take let's take the tower. Are we close enough to a runway? Whatever. Let's fast forward a little bit. Looks even more crazy in fast forward this approach to London. See if we've got the city tower view yet. Not quite yet. Alright, here we go. There we go. So it should be, that's close enough for it to pick us up. Cool. Alright, city tower view, guys. It's, I think it's loading in. Pretty sure it's still loading in scenery and stuff. Those planes are not in the sea. Anyway, here we are, guys. Here is our London City go around. How mad this looks in fast forward, guys. There we go. Ooh. So runway. Not giving up, not giving up, still trying to get it down. There we go. And off we go. Off we go again. Let's see that once more. Now the runway's in view. So yeah, coming in pretty steep and pretty sideways here at London City Airport. Look at the wind shear there, guys. Still trying to get it down, still trying to get it down, still trying to get it down. And realizing it's not going to happen. And off we go to Stansted. Alright. Lovely. So, guys, that will do us for today's stream. Thank you so much for watching. A star for effort, exactly. I tried. I think I made the right decision there. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on Friday. And remember, until then, guys, you can always go around. Take care.